Okay, just click the link and go to this Rehab Tools RFD site. Once you're there, it's pretty ugly at the moment, but I've run out of time to make it pretty in the next week or so. So when you're there, if you have one of your files open, so I've just got one of the ones you sent to me, so that's one of the text files I've just put into Excel. So we've actually got your force data. So if I was to plot that, it would look like your sorry, wrong one. But yeah, it'd look like your standard sort of force trace. Okay, so if I just copy that and I paste it into here, then click process, it will actually load it in. That's just the default data there. So if you want to trim it, always trim the end first and leave the start at 0 just to check it. So let's say I'm going to trim about 17,500. Click process and that'll trim it. So that way you can make sure that you're getting the right file. So I'll just put that to 13,000. Trim again. And you can see yellow is the start of the RFD, red is the end, so it's looking for an interval of 100. So if I set that interval to 10, click process, it'll be a much smaller interval. So it'll be the highest rate of force development over a 10 sample interval. Probably 100 is probably safe given the sort of data you've got. I don't think that's a problem at all. That 100 corresponds to a tenth of a second. Because this is resampled up to 1000 hertz. So I think over a tenth of a second is pretty good. If you go much shorter than that, you'll probably end up with some reliability issues. So if you leave that 100, your sampling rate was 100 from the data I've seen. Start an end trim. Okay, so let's just change that back to 0. We'll change that. When you set end trim to 0, it basically shows the whole data set. So now let's say we want to do that second trial. So we'd probably set the end to, I mean realistically it could be anywhere above 20,000. So we go 20,000 and 17,500. So if we, again you start the end trim last, 20,000. Process. And we'll probably, yeah, we want about 17,500. Process. And there we go. So rate of force development there. If you're a little bit over or a little bit less, you can obviously just change that to drop that back a little bit, and that's how you sort of manipulate it. Make sure your cursors are in the right spot. We're happy with that. Okay, and so peak RFD is there. Sorry, that's the value you'd actually record. So I'll change that to 0. Process again. So it's really quite simple. And for the last one, we'll go 26,000 and 21,000, which means we'll probably have to move up a little bit on it. But we'll see what we got. Yeah, so we've got the last bit there, but it's ignored it, so our RFD's in the right spot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, the only other thing too is if you want to add new data, you can either select it all like that and delete it, or what you can do is anywhere in it, if you actually just type in all caps reset and click process, that'll flush it, so it'll empty it out, and then you can go back and get your next set of data. So I was going to grab that one from a new file, for example. Then you can see you have your new data. Alright, if there's any issues, just send me an email. Good luck with it.